Good afternoon, traders. This is Sarah Schoonmaker with 7 Points Capital, bringing today's recap. A very interesting day. Looking on the daily for the market, the SPY. We've had like so many red days. I've lost count. It seems we bounced off of support from last year, April of last year today, around 236 or 235. I came in today thinking I was a little long biased. I was looking for a bounce, but was going to remain flexible if we wanted to keep going down. Can't really pick a bottom, but at the same time, it's really tough to short on day, I don't even know now, 1, 2, 3. It's like way above day 5. Yeah, so it's getting a little ridiculously oversold. I was looking at biotech. The first thing I was looking at was LABU. The LABU, LABU is the biotech ETF. Let's go check that out on the daily. I've been looking at, over the holiday, I was looking at a bunch of things and trying to make a list of stocks, ETFs that I thought were really oversold, and if the market ever rose from the dead, maybe I'd take a shot at. And this is high on my list during the holiday. Hope everyone had a great holiday. It's nice to be back, and it's nice to see the markets not continue to die. So let's see. On the daily, LABU is like, it just looks like SPY right now. It's on, it's over day 5 down. Gosh, I think this is a 2016 low, this 24. So I'm thinking I'm going to watch this until the market decides to bounce. Today we got a little bit intraday. I was struggling with this one initially. It was chopping around and it stopped me out. It stopped some of my shares out. I tried it. I just had a lot of small shares just kind of adding into. I thought I could hold this VWAP off the open, but it didn't. Stop some of my shares out. I added back against this EMA, and then it stopped stopped half of my position out once it tested this 200 EMA. But I decided to try it again. I added back with the notion that, or with the plan that, look, it's holding the pre-market, this support here. That's really important for me. If it got going below this and just never could get back above, then that would be a good short for me, and especially if the market's going down. But since it held, it didn't really break this, and it's starting to go back up, and the SPY is starting to rip, I decided to give this another shot. And I put a stop, right back at this level, at the pre-market support, and let it go. So this was one of my better trades today. It was really clean, went up right with SPY. I decided, this is a pretty nice move. It can move $10 or more, but I figured, this is good enough. So I took it off up here, decided the market was hitting, I think SPY was hitting 240, a resistance level. So I decided just to book it. I will look to buy this on any kind of pullback when the market's strong tomorrow, or if it's strong, we'll see. This is definitely on my list for a long time, as it has a lot of room to the upside. I think biotech has been slaughtered and, has a lot of opportunity for the long if the market, doesn't continue to crash. So we will see. Of course, I'm always looking at tech, but I just decided to focus on Netflix. I was also struggling with this one initially. I had really small shares to start because I just wasn't sure if the market was going to hold or if it was going to die again. So I was just doing a lot of testing shares. Got stopped out a couple times, actually a bunch of times. But then once I saw it's reclaiming this pre-market support again and looked like it's going to stay above, I tried it again. And finally, SPY helped out. Got a direction and got a few points out of that. It's looking like, wow, it's having a really nice extended afternoon move. So yeah, I'm gonna be looking in, as always, tech. We'll see. It looks like they've been beaten down so much. I mean, I think there's a lot of opportunity here as well. Finally, so at least I look for, like, on the daily, I like to look for mean reversion, like how far it is from the EMAs. And I think this is the 20 EMA on the daily. So it's got some room at least to get close to it again. we'll see. But it all depends on what SPY wants to do. That's gonna be my main concern tomorrow, is whether is this like a dead cat bounce, or is the market stabilizing? We just have to stay flexible, actually probably more than ever before, because we don't know. It's very volatile right now. Another ETF that is severely oversold, I thought, and I've been researching over the week, the holiday, was the SOXL, the Semiconductor ETF. This can move. This thing really moves. If you can get on the right side of this, you can easily get a over $10 move. I took it a little early today. I should have held it longer, but it's okay. Another day. So on the daily, this thing has been killed. I mean, gosh, it used to be 150 not too long ago, and now it's down to 70. So I figured, just like LABU, SOXL is a prime long candidate if the market bounced. And sure enough, this could have been a really big winner, but it was still a decent one. That's quite a move. Very impressive. Yeah, this one's always on my watch list. I did buy a little Facebook, but I didn't do much with it. It's got a little bit as it got above this, this resistance point from the morning. I decided, let's try a little bit. So got a little bit, scalped it, I guess. Got a little bit of Facebook long, and then tried the VIX. I got out a little. I think my trailing stop got me out of this one. Unfortunately, this could have been a really nice one. Initially, I was short. I got out. Didn't want to give it much room. Got back in short. And I think that was my trailing stop. I think that was an error. Actually, I didn't mean to buy anything there. That was a key error. But or I didn't mean to short again. Yeah, but I didn't mean to cover. So I got stopped out. My trailing stop, because I wanted to keep it a winner. This thing's pretty spiky. I didn't want it to become a loser. So, man, it looks like looks pretty weak again into the afternoon. It's about 3:45 right now. Yeah, it's looking a little weak. So I'm gonna look for some continuation on the VIX. Let's see. It's had a nice several day run. So the VIX has definitely has some room back to 43 area, at least back to 40. That's kind of my target. So I'm gonna be watching the VIX, as always, tech as always, and the banks. I didn't trade the banks today, but I'm always watching them. They're super, especially Goldman Sachs. I think that's pretty overextended. That's had a really nice reversal. Oh wow, nice over $10 move. I've been watching this for a while, so this is definitely due for a nice run. I think it could at least get back to 172.50, or at least close back to this EMA. Yeah, so this definitely the banks have been beaten up pretty good. So, if the market continues up tomorrow, I'm looking for opportunities like this, like things that have a lot of room. But if not, if the market goes back down, I'm going to look for the weak things. Anything that was weak today, I'm going to be looking at to short. So that's kind of my approach for the rest of the week. Try to remain flexible, maybe trade with fewer shares than normal off the open until the trend is really established and there's high conviction which direction the market's going. I think that's really key. I think a lot of people were getting too stubborn on one side today, and I think that usually leads to some problems. So I've been really working on being flexible and just trying to just be really careful until there's high conviction, and then you add into that. So that's been working well, and that's it, guys. I hope you all had an awesome holiday. Thanks for listening. Please send comments, and we'll be back. Enjoy. Have a good day tomorrow.